guys. And with this training, here's what I want you to do. I want you to simply take notes and take pictures. So if everybody has a cell phone, which I know you all do because we get paid on it, get that cell phone out. Make sure you get ready to take pictures and take some notes, guys, because we're going to go over the bread and butter to how you can have an amazing 2023 this year on getting paid when people pay essential bills. So with that being said, I'm going to bring up someone I have so much respect for. He's an incredible individual. He's also in real estate. Has been doing very well in real estate, but he saw this as an opportunity to supplement income. And again, he's an incredible leader, and I want to bring him to the stage. Actually, not him. Let me not bring him. I misspoke. I'm used to it's her. Miss Maria is actually going to train us. She has over 350 customers. I think she's qualified. What do you think? I think she's qualified. She has over 300 customers herself. Has done amazing well, also in the real estate space, also as in tech and software. So again, I want to bring her up. She's none other than a regional coordinator, Miss Maria Duarte, out of Florida, guys, out of Florida.
Thank you, JT. Good evening, everyone. Let's give an applause to JT, our wonderful leader, how he showed this presentation and opportunity for us. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Good evening and Happy New Year. I'm so excited about 2023. Who else feels that excitement and that energy just to start a new year? It's like a blank book. It's fresh and there's, so much opportunity for all of us ahead here. So thank you very much for being here tonight with us. As JT was saying, my name is Maria Duarte and I'm a regional coordinator out of Miami, Florida, and I'm a software entrepreneur. And let me tell you something. I know there's a lot of business owners here on our call, but this is not a very profitable when we're starting in the first couple of years. So this came as an opportunity to me to make sure I was able to pay my bills, which was really great. But the most important part of me being here every single day, and especially tonight, is the people I get to work with, the human beings I have met, the warmth, the leadership, the personal growth. All of that is almost priceless because we can read so many books, but learning from other people's experiences has just been really, really incredible. So let's go ahead and start with tonight's first presentation. It's going to be about customers. So let me go ahead and share my screen so we can get started on how to bring our customers on board. Very important. That's one of the things JT explained to us, right? We need to bring customers for these services. So if you're new here tonight, let's follow JT. He's the leader. He always has the great advice. He said, take pictures with your phone, with the screenshot, whatever works best for you. And we have a 24-hour goal for you, and it's to get paid as soon as possible. And that's going to come very quickly in the form of getting 5 services and 10 points. And we're going to talk a little bit on how to reach that. That's going to be your very first goal. And that's going to bring you to something that we call customer qualified. If you're already customer qualified and you're on this call tonight, can you please write in the chat and share with everybody what were the services that helped you get to that very first goal, your very first promotion? Because as you can see here, there are so many options. Look at all these service providers. There's energy, there's travel, electricity and gas, wireless, healthcare, security, many services, and many more are coming. So go ahead, put it there in the chat, share how you got customer qualified, and then we can help inspire other people on our call tonight. And how is this going to work? Well, it's going to be continuous. What I love about this plan is it's unlimited. Once we reach 11 services and 22 points, it's going to become unlimited. We're going to keep gaining $200 for every additional 3 services and 6 points. And don't worry about the services and the points right now. Let's just think about how the system helps us make unlimited customer bonuses. And how are we going to do this? Well, there's going to be different sources of customers. First of all, me, you, ourselves, being our own customers is going to be really important to learn the system, to get the confidence, and of course, to get paid on your own services. That's what we're here for, right? That's the very start of it all, making sure that you understand how the sign-up process works as well and how simple it is when we live through this and we understand how we can just pass on a lead, how we can just sign up people through a very simple web storefront, and we can do it all from the comfort of our phones. We can be on the go, we can be anywhere. That's going to be really simple. So starting there, this opportunity, well, you don't want to keep it to yourself, right? You want to go ahead and share it. You want to share it with families, you want to share it with friends, you want to tell your coworkers, you want to tell everybody about it, because the more the better. This is a win-win situation, and it's those kind of opportunities that present to us where everybody can win. There's room for everyone. Some people will not be ready though to join your team. That's okay. Don't worry. Just ask them to support your business in the same way that if you open a restaurant, if you open a hair salon, whatever new project you're working on, you would invite everyone, right? You would tell, hey, I'm opening a food truck stand. I'm going to be at so-and-so place. Can you stop by, say hi, and learn about my business? Same way. Your family and friends. And this is where we're going to try out a very unique approach that is shown to us by our senior leadership here. And it's called Favor, Why, Help, and Try. And I'll get into the details of that really soon. But family and friends, we're just going to ask them to please support us in our business. People we do business with, right? The person that cuts your hair, the person that does your taxes. By the way, tax season is coming up. Isn't this a great conversation starter? Just going to your CPA and say, hey, how you been? Catch up one of those people we see once a year, and then tell them, hey, here's a great new opportunity. Have you heard of this before? And of course, ourselves. And why ourselves? Because we want to create that belief in the services, that how we'll see great promotions. We'll see the great savings. JT said he hasn't paid an electric bill for 5 years. Can I just see who else isn't paying electric bills? Wow. If your hand is down, I have a question. Why? Why are you still paying your electric bill? Let's talk after this call. Learning how to do the sign-up process, we'll see it's very simple. And of course, basic, and why we're here, getting paid on our own services. One of the most recent services that is being launched is Travel with Truvvi. We're so excited about all the new opportunities here. Who likes to travel here? Get to meet new people, new cultures. Isn't it awesome? Don't we just feel great when we're traveling? So imagine just having a dedicated site to this that can, best price promise. Earlier today, I even heard a testimonial on how great this is going and the opportunities and savings we're seeing here. So I'm going to go ahead and play just a quick video for you here so we can learn more about Truvvi. Adventure and life is short. Aren't you guys inspired just looking at that? So excited. We have also additional new services and partnerships coming in through internet. So there's a couple of logos here that you might recognize. This just to show you how many possibilities. Don't get overwhelmed with the number of services. It just says there's room for all of us. We all know somebody that can use all of these services, and most specifically, small and medium business services. Many of the business owners that we have here in our call today, many of the business owners that we work with will benefit from having just better service and having just a better prices for costs as they already have. Another important one is this 5G wireless towers. I'm so excited about this. Has anyone ever heard about these 5G towers? They're working really great, and I'm excited that we're also going to be having the opportunity to have better service. Impact Health Share. So this is another great service. It's new. It was recently launched just last year, and we're seeing so many savings. So 40 to 60% of people saving on their healthcare. Who could have savings on their healthcare? I'm pretty sure a lot of people, not just on this call, but a lot of people across the entire nation, that's making it more and more affordable. And what a great opportunity. And people that don't know about this, that need to know so that they can feel better about themselves, they can sleep better, and they can especially get the medical attention that they need and services. So how do we do impact health sharing? Really important. The first step is to make sure you become accredited, and that's going to happen through acncompass.com. You'll learn more about that afterwards. Reviewing the frequently asked questions, reading a little bit about this. It's not insurance, so we do need to be a little bit more informed. And most specifically, never miss live trainings. Don't miss trainings like these. Don't miss all the trainings you're invited to, because you're just going to be learning more about what other people are doing. And that's going to help you have new ideas, new stories, and it's going to help you learn what's working and what's not. And the approach here is really simple. We don't have to be healthcare experts. We're not required to do that. All we have to just ask a simple question. Are you open to getting a quote, a free quote on your healthcare costs? Most likely people will tell us yes. If they're ready, let's go ahead, bring them to your unique storefront, quote them with their oldest family member, date of birth. And if they said, you know, this is a no-brainer, I'm in, and roll them right away. No need to wait for anything. People have questions. That's great. We love questions too. Go ahead and submit them, and an expert from Impact Healthcare will contact them. So very simple. In addition to all these great services and all the points that we get on them and the customer bonuses, there's also something called the Powerful Referral Program. So JT was telling us about, he hasn't paid an electric bill for 5 years now. That's included here, but also we have a Power Up referral program with Zoom Energy, and that's just by referring people all over the country where they live in a deregulated state, and Zoom Energy offers services. This could be 12 residential natural gas places or 12 residential electricity ones for additional services. There's also a very similar referral bonus from Flash Mobile. Who here does not pay their cell phone service, their bill? Does not pay. Look at all those hands. Does not pay it. Everyone with their hand down. Why? Why are you still paying your cell phone bill? Very good. And also with ID Seal, do we have anybody here that does not pay their ID Seal, identity theft protection online? Somebody that does not pay it, that has taken advantage of this referral? Yes, very good. You see? Thank you for those testimonials. Let's talk about the huge favor, why help try approach. And this just means coming up with urgency and enthusiasm, and that's what's going to bring us to success. Don't forget to mention we're doing a really good cause here. We're helping the Project Feeding Kids and making sure that every time a bill is paid, that we are, you know, helping to this great cause. And basically what we're going to do here is show you a snapshot of a very simple script. So take a picture, you know, take a screenshot, and it's just calling somebody up, and, you know, someone from your family or friends, like, hey brother, hey auntie, hey cousin, you know, I was wondering if you can do me a huge personal favor. This is going to come directly to me as a person, to you. I'm working at a program that offers essential services, and I'm working towards a promotion tonight. That's where we want to be very specific, and we want to have that time sensitivity, right? Tonight, it would mean the world to me if you would support me and be one of my customers. Share your why. Why are you doing this? In my case, I'm trying to build a software company. It's my dream to do that. It's just not profitable right now. So that's my why. So this helps me, you know, continue building this dream in the meantime. People will have questions. That's great. It's great to have questions. You know, what's the company called? I don't know about this company. Am I going to save money? Many questions, and probably some we haven't even thought of. Just go ahead. You don't have to give that much information, but go back to your why. You know, what's the company that does electricity here, that services electricity? Well, it's called Zoom Energy. Never heard of it. You know, let me go ahead and show you and walk them to your storefront and show them how you can quote better electricity rates. Does this make sense to you? How much are you paying right now? Here's a better offer for you. Also, remember why I'm doing this, and you're helping me in the process. Very personalized. So to wrap up things here, very important is to go to our resource site. So you'll find this information and much more information, especially the most updated training information, in our site called acncompass.com. And the key tip here is to start with 2 services. I think we're at about 25, 30 services being offered across the entire umbrella of ACN. Don't stress over it, just two, especially those. I hope the chat is full. I haven't seen it, but full of people sharing the services they acquire to get customer qualified. Start with there, use that as your inspiration. And your goal right now is to make sure that in the next 24 hours, you acquire at least 5 of those services that they can be all of yours. You don't need to go find anybody else right now. You just need to sit down and look at your services and make sure that you qualify for your very first bonus. And that is all for me tonight. I hope this was helpful and that you learned something new. Thank you for paying attention. And now I'm going to bring up our next presenter. She is an incredible person, an incredible leader. I'm very inspired by everything that she does and to see her journey in this company and in the other things that she does. So let's welcome Regional Director out of California, Ms. Charlene Magbanwa.
Wow, thank you so much, Miss Maria. Thank you. Gosh, what an amazing training. I get excited every time you train because my goal is to get a lot of services as well in our team. So thank you for your training and your wisdom. I mean, gosh, over a couple hundred points, ladies and gentlemen. If you only knew how valuable that is, you would take every single note that Maria trains on, and that is cash money, baby. And so you guys, welcome again. I'm excited to talk to you about the money portion, which is one of my favorite. Like I said, prior to ACN, you guys, I was in sales and marketing, and I was only as good as my next sale. And it got really exhausting for me, and I wanted my time back. And when I went to an international convention and met some of the leaders, I just saw a lot of peace and joy in their lifestyles just by having passive income. Imagine, having all of your bills covered because of programs like our referral programs, and having, checks come in every single month that would cover your lifestyle. And so that's the goal here. Everyone has a different goal, but why not sky's the limit? And so I'm going to share with you a little bit about our compensation plan and get excited about this because we have such a unique compensation with our company. ACN, if you guys didn't know, we just are celebrating 30 years this year. 2023 is our 30th year anniversary. I mean, talk about standing the test of time. And for us who've been around for a little bit, we have seen our compensation plan get better and better and more lucrative for everyone on the field. And so how do we get paid here? We make money in two different ways. We make residual income. So if you've probably heard about residual income or passive income, it's money that comes in month after month, year after year for doing the job once. Actors, actresses, authors get paid this way by doing, writing a book, writing a song, stuff like that. For us, it would be acquiring the customer once. And then we have customer acquisition bonuses. So let's talk about our residual income, or what I like to call our sleep money. Okay, how many of you guys are interested in making sleep money in 2023? Okay, I am. I'm sure everyone's valuable time is, worth more than and really what we get paid most of the time. So I love the fact that we can make income in our sleep. So here's the first way. See, every time you connect a service, the service has a point value connected to it, anywhere between 1 to 10 points ranging. And so when you get personal points here, you can actually unleash more of a percentage every time you hit these milestones. So you can earn 3% up to 20% plus, like Miss Maria, okay, and her residual income. And so you guys just make weekly goals where you're hitting these tiers and you can give yourself a raise. How many of you guys would like to give yourself a raise at any time? Okay, that's what I love about our company, is that the computer promotes you and can release between the 3 to 20%. And then overriding residual income. And so your goal, as you can see here, it says 75 points. And so as you build your distribution, as you build partnerships, people who want to make extra money, real estate agents, anyone in your network who loves this opportunity and wants to do it too, you can earn 4% of an override on any of their customers. So let me give you an example. Say, for example, I got started and I met someone like Mrs. Maria Duarte. Okay, how many of you guys would like a Maria on your team? Okay, with this compensation plan. Hello, right? So let's just say she got started. She's a business owner. She got excited and took advantage of the opportunity. Would you be okay if you made 4% after introducing someone like Maria in your distribution? Okay, so that's the opportunity we have, is that if you partner with someone, you can earn 4%. But here's the thing, you want to hit these milestones, get to 75 points immediately, because you can release your level 5. So I'll give you an example. Say, for example, I got started, I introduced Miss Maria, she would be level 2 to me. She introduced Mr. David Olivares, that would be level 3. And then Mr. David introduced JT, that would be level 4. So see how that kind of can override, and you guys won't even know these customers, but you're still making overriding income on them. So that's a very unique way. So the first step is to actually get a handful of customers. We don't like to make our minimums or maximums. So you want to just get 5, services right away. Now, write this down, ACN your life. Okay, get as many services as you can within your household, because you want to try these services yourself, and it's easier to talk about them and share them. And you want to be a consumer of your own services. You guys, if you owned a Shell gas station, you wouldn't go to Chevron. You know what I mean? And if we're going to be paying for these services, you might as well be paying yourself. And on top of that, you want to take advantage of every one of our free programs like Energy, ID Seal, and cell phone, like myself. Get these handful of services, you're going to earn $200. This will create a great story for you and a return of investment immediately. Okay, so create your story by getting 5 services and ACNing your life. Okay, ACN your life. Okay, and then now we have some bonuses here. I love bonuses, you guys. Bonuses are extra. Okay, who likes extra? Okay, I like extra guacamole. Okay, get that extra. Okay, if there's bonuses on the table, you want to grab them with 2 hands. Okay, so here, handful of services, it's a $200, and this is a month-to-month thing where you can earn this on a weekly basis, weekly direct deposit. Every couple more services you get, every 3 services is a couple extra $100. And so in this example here, if you get 8 services in a month, which is just helping 2 people become a customer a week, that's an extra, $4,800 for the year. That's extra $400 for the month. I mean, what can you do with $400? That's private school tuition for our family. Okay, that's $400 towards a car payment. Whatever it is, you guys make goals on a weekly basis to get these direct deposits and get your customer bonuses. Remember, grab them with 2 hands. Okay. And then also next is our January bonus. We have an amazing January bonus right now. And so if you are able to be honest with you, if you enroll about a handful of services, you guys are going to hit this bonus. Okay. So not only will you get the 200, but you'll get the 500. And if you introduce anyone else to the business, their services also count for your total, which is going to be what's called 30 points in our company. If you do this within 30 days, you'll be eligible for over $700 of the bonuses. Okay, so who do you know? Okay, who would be okay to earn about $700 plus within their first 30 days of the month? All right, so just talk to those people and tell them about the bonus that we have on the table here. Next step, you guys, is executive team leader. When we hit this position, when I got started, I was so excited because I was at work and my leaders like JT and the other leaders were working with my team, and I was getting these alerts on my phone, making extra income. I didn't even know what I was doing in the beginning, but I was making income with my team, passively building my customers and also, helping with their efforts as well. So here, this is when you become an ETL, when you get the 30 points total on your team. First of all, this month you get $500. And for everyone you put onto your distribution and you refer to the company who gets their services, it's an extra $50 bonus. So if you help, for example, 10 people this month, that's an extra $500. That's not bad extra income. On top of that, 400, if you got 8 services in a month, that's like extra $900 just for spare time, part-time business. You guys, that's awesome. And then after that, you guys, is regional coordinator. I know there's a lot of people running towards regional coordinator here in the next couple weeks. They'll all get promoted at our next event in Costa Mesa, and that's 200 points within your distribution. Let's just say at this point you are, getting about 10 people started on your team. And your partnerships, that's $150 per person. That's 3 times more than the ETL position. Okay, this is where it gets really fun. 10 people that were introduced to your team, that's $1,500. Okay, so you can easily make a couple extra $1,000 in this business at this position. So you guys do whatever it takes within the next 30 days. 60 days, okay, to just get this done immediately so you can really start cashing out. You guys, 15 extra $100, what would you have to do at your job to make that extra spare time, part-time? So, really take advantage of this position and run towards it. And I know there's a lot of people on this call running for regional director, including Miss Maria and a lot of the new leaders. I know I see Miss Christina there as well. And so you guys, RD, look at this, $250. Okay, this is where you really start getting paid for your time and your money here. Let's just say you introduce 10 people within your team and partnered up with them, help them get their first check. That's an extra $2,500 of extra, spare time, part-time income. So regional director, it's a great position. And then just like Mr. JT on here, regional vice president, okay? Here it's 3,000 total points within your team, so it'll take a little bit of time. But you guys, you just build your business from event to event. Take advantage of getting people trained, and you'll have a lot of people just working with you. And this is a beautiful thing. This unleashes unlimited residual income and bonuses. Okay, I love the word unleash. Okay, unlimited. And this is a very great position. The company gives you incentive trips. They pay for a fully paid vacation for you every year, you and your family. And it's a beautiful thing. I know a couple of people are running towards this position, including Mr. Marshall Stewart. So you guys, this is a great position. I don't care how long it takes you, but make sure to go ahead and get this accomplished. So stick around long enough to get regional vice president done. And you guys, my part's done here. So really on a weekly basis, come to these trainings and learn about each one of our topics. Once you understand them, start taking notes like you're going to train on it, because once you really understand what's going on here, you will get so excited and you'll want to teach your team as well. So you guys, I hope I got you guys motivated to make some money. Who wants to make some sleep money, right? Some extra bonus money, grab it with two hands. So I'm going to pass it over again to our fearless leader. No introduction needed. He's an amazing gentleman. If you get a chance to work with him, start really taking everything in, his coaching, his mentorship. But I'm going to pass it over again to Mr. Jonathan Thomas to talk about team building.
All right, well, thank you so much, Charlene, and for that amazing presentation and training, guys. Let's give Charlene a round of applause. Incredible training. All the trainers tonight, just training, guys. I mean, Miss Maria, and I know we got Mr. Marshall coming up right after me. Guys, we got two more topics. I'm going to go over one, and then we're going to close it out with Mr. Marshall just going over mindset and events. So just hold on, guys, because these are important topics. And matter of fact, I think these are the most important. Because for me, I was one of those people that are busy, right? And there's a lot of business owners on this call, and they wonder, well, how can you make this business work around your busy schedule? Well, the last two topics are going to help you with getting this done on a busy schedule. So I'm going to get right into it, guys. We're going to talk about team building. And for me, I will tell you guys, I was excited about building a team. And the reason why I was excited was because I come from the insurance space. Anybody from insurance on this call? I don't know if anybody. What about real estate, right? Yeah, real estate. Okay, so the real estate, if you talk to real estate people, right, they'll tell you, the broker and the agent. Like there's the broker who leverages the agents. Instead of them going out and getting 1,000 homes and selling them by themselves, they rather have 1,000 agents that sell one home a month, and they get a small percentage, right? And so that is what team building is. So for me, that is why I actually love this business. I was like, you mean to tell me I can be in Chicago, I can be in California and not be physically there and get customers and get a percentage? I love that. So guys, I'm going to teach you how to build a team, and let's talk about this bonus. Now I'm going to give you an example. Now this is just a small example of how you can make this bonus work for this month. If you're just getting started tonight, get started, because this bonus is incredible. It's incredibly simple. So let me just give you an example. Let's just say you got started today, like Miss Charlene said. You got your online store ready to go. And all these services you're able to get yourself and everybody you know who's paying a bill. I promise you, we can teach you. If you listen to Maria, I hope you guys listen to Maria. Okay, because if you listen to Maria, you'll get 5 services. Easy. You may can get 5 services tonight. Okay. You get 5 services, that's 15 points, right? And for doing that, you made $200. Okay, congratulations, you made 200. But check this out. We're going to show this business to everybody, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. But let's just say out of everybody you showed the business to, one person, not even two, one person gets started. And that one person is your friend, and they got 5 services, right? Just like Maria taught. That equals 15 points. Well, your friend now has just made $200. But guess what? For doing that, helping them make $200, ladies and gentlemen, you just made an extra 500, and now you got a total of 700 for helping somebody. One person. And this has been multiple people on this call that have done this. So ladies and gentlemen, we're just talking about one, but we're going to talk about inviting a lot, because there's a lot of people that want to see this business. So let's talk about it. Book a Zoom meeting. The first thing you want to do in your first 24, 48 hours is you want to book a Zoom meeting, guys. Talk to your mentor, talk to your leader about this. You want to set up a private Zoom meeting. Just say, hey, listen, you know, Mr. David, hey, Miss Estella, hey, Miss Charlene, hey, I want to book a Zoom meeting tomorrow at 6 p.m. Can you give me a Zoom link so I can invite? Okay, so that's what you want to do right after we get off to this call. Number 2, make a list, guys. You want to make as big of a list as you can, 100 names and numbers. And I always have that person that says, well, JT, that makes sense, but I don't know that many people. And then you look in their phone and it's over 2,000 people. And you're like, yeah, that's just, you know, not those people. I only know like 50. So guys, make a list. And here's what I'll tell you as a regional vice president: do not prejudge. Just make sure you make a list. No one is saying call them yet, because you haven't got the script on how to invite yet. Just make a list. Don't even prejudge. Just start writing names down, guys. Your A list is number 1, business owners. If you notice how many people said they were a business owner on this call, you know, Miss Maria, Miss Estella, Mr. David, right? Miss Charlene, okay? Mr. Marshall, who's going to speak after me. Guys, these are all people that are business owners. You want to talk to business owners because you don't have to teach business to a business owner. Number 2, people who have network marketing experience, people who have maybe done something like this. Maybe it's been potions, lotions, creams, pots, pans, all those different things. Well, guess what? During a recession, during an economy that's going down, those are great. Don't get me wrong, those are great, but people have to pay their bills. So when they see this, they're like, wow, this is a company that's stable, 30 years in business. I can build a legacy with this company. Guys, you want to make sure you talk to those people. And then, of course, real estate professionals. I don't need to go further than that. If you're in real estate, this is like peanut butter and jelly. Your clients need this. They ask you for this. So instead of giving them a card and saying, hey, call all these people, you can give them customer service and good reviews. I know y'all real estate agents love the good reviews. Now, come on now. So, and then, of course, everyone else. You want to have everyone else, of course, on that list, guys. And you just want to invite. Listen, 50% will show up. Just over invite for that Zoom meeting that you have set. Now, let's talk about how do you invite? Because this is the main question I want everybody to focus on. And you should take a note and take a picture, because this is exactly how you would invite. So let's just say I'm going to role play with somebody. I'm going to role play with Miss Maria. You there? Let's role play.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to call Miss Maria, right? She's a business owner. And you heard it first. She said, listen, I have a software company and, you know, it takes some time to get off the ground. This is an amazing business. So I'm going to call Maria. She's my friend. She owns a business. Now, ring, ring, ring. Hey, Maria.
JT, how's it going?
Oh, man, living the dream. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes. Listen, Maria, really quickly, I only got a minute. I know this sounds very like a random, crazy question, but do you look at other ways to make money for 2023?
Of course.
Yeah, I know, right? I got money goals. I got, you know, personal goals that I want to do for 2023 too, right? So here's what happened, Maria. I met someone named Marshall Stewart. Okay. And Marshall Stewart is an incredible individual. He's seeing massive success on expanding an online business. And I know it has to do with something with essential services, but he's going to be sharing with me and a few people tomorrow at 6 p.m. Now, I thought about you, Maria. Can you jump on and evaluate it with me?
JT, thanks so much for thinking about me. I really
Yes.
appreciate you as my friend,
Yes.
but I don't think I have the time to get involved in something else right now.
Yeah, listen, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And listen, guys, she has an objection, and this may be an objection, right? But here's how you would go to that. You don't necessarily have to say that's a great question, it's just an objection. So just literally say, yeah, Maria, I know what you mean. Listen, when I first started looking, I was open-minded, but I had a lot going on myself, and I know what you mean. But here's what I found out. I ran into Marshall, and Marshall was seeing so much success expanding this business that I had to hear what he was doing. I don't know about you, right? I know you're trying to get your software company off the ground. That's why I thought about you. So listen, Maria, can you trust me as your friend? Can you trust me? Can I put you down as coming and I'll send you the link and you evaluate it with me?
Well, when you put it that way, JT, I can't say no.
All right, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you the link, Maria. And hey, I look to see you on. So guys, this is as simple as it is. Any question? Now, let me ask the other leaders. Leaders, give me a question that may come up. Somebody unmute and give me a question that you may
What's
have.
it all about?
Marshall, that's a great question, Marshall. That's a great question. I don't know all of that, the answers, okay? But here's what I do know. His name is Marshall Stewart, same name. And based on his success, he'll be sharing everything with you. Now, Marshall, can you trust me on this? Can I put you down as coming and send you the link so you can evaluate it with me?
Yeah, okay. I'd like to meet this guy with the same name.
Perfect, perfect. Anybody else? Anybody else?
Is this one of those things, or is there a cost?
Oh, yeah. You know what, Mr. Stella? I hear you. I hear you. That's a great question. That's a great question. Listen, Mr. Stella, I don't know all the answers, but here's what I do know. His name is Marshall Stewart. And based on his success, he'll be sharing everything with me and a few select people. And I just thought about you. Now, can you trust me on this, Mr. Stella? And can I put you down as coming so me and you can evaluate together?
Sure, I trust you. So yes, I'll be there.
Okay, perfect, perfect. I'm gonna send you the link. Please be on early.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. One more person. Give me something else.
What should I wear?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Here's what I do know. It's gonna be on Zoom. So business on top, beach on bottom, okay? And he's seeing a lot of success. That's all I know. So be attentive, be ready. And Miss Manning, listen, trust me. Can I put you down as coming and evaluate with me?
Sure.
Perfect. All right, I'll send you a link. Please be on early. So guys, that's just literally all you have to do, okay? You don't have to be the expert. I notice when people mess up is when you try to be the expert. You try to share everything. Listen, you may have influence on this call. And there are some people that have a lot of influence, that make a lot of money, that are on this call. But here's what I'll tell you. If I invite LeBron James, and LeBron James has influence, and he invites people, he probably could say, hey, get on this call, guys. It's about making money. But let me tell you something. Everybody who gets on that call is not LeBron James. So when they try to explain something, they're going to say, well, I don't know. I just got invited by LeBron. I don't know. I don't know what it is. And they don't know what to say, and they're gonna fall flat on their face. So guys, it's about using a system. If everyone invites simply, I promise you it will duplicate, and people will do it in France. People will do it in Italy. People will do it in Miami, and it will be a franchise model that keeps running and running with or without you and I. So just stick to the simple system. Don't be the expert. Be the trailer, not the movie. Do not be the movie. Be the trailer. Okay. Everybody got that? Everybody got perfect, guys. I like a little interaction. I like for you guys to know. I want to make sure y'all got it. So again, just stick to this, guys. Take a picture of that. If they have any objections, please stick to this, guys, and say, just trust me, jump on, evaluate with me. Now, the words you don't want to use, you can take a picture of that. ACN, $2.99, $25 a month. All the companies like AT&T, Spectrum, T-Mobile, all these. Next thing you know, you're giving the presentation, okay? And then they're asking you questions. So please stick away. Do not use these words. That's why it's in red. Leave it alone. All right. So guys, what you want to do just to end this is on the Zoom, you want to have some etiquette, which is very important. You want to have a professional background. Okay. You also want to have your lights on. Can you imagine not having your lights on? Can you imagine not having your camera on, guys? Can you imagine if somebody didn't have your camera on, but you said this person you're trying to evaluate and you're taking it serious and you don't have your camera on? Make sure you have your camera on, guys. Pay attention to the speaker. And then about 15 minutes before the presentation, make sure you send a text to your guest, making sure, again, that they jump on. And not only that, your role, and I want everybody to make note of this, if you're new on this call and you're inviting people to your Zoom meeting, make sure your only role is to introduce the speaker and edify them, and let them take over and do the entire presentation for you. Can you guys do that? Right? Get out of the way, edify them, introduce the speaker, get out of the way, let them go ahead and do the presentation, guys. And again, prepare for massive success. You want to schedule your Zoom meeting in 24 to 48 hours right away. So with that being said, guys, our last topic is mindset. Please, everybody hold on for about a good 10 minutes. We're going to be here. Make sure you stay on, because what we're going to do is we're going to break out in rooms with Mr. Marshall, and he's going to introduce, again, a few concepts on mindset and the events. But make sure you stay, because we're going to break out in rooms, guys, and you're going to get your questions answered. Everything that you want answered will be after Mr. Marshall breaks out. So guys, with that being said, we're going to get into mindset and events, and I'm going to bring up none other than Regional Director, Mr. Marshall Stewart.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Happy New Year. It's so good to see all of your beautiful faces smiling right through your cameras. And before I go into any part of mine, let's give a round of applause to all the trainers, and especially our leader, Mr. Jonathan Thomas. JT, you mean the world to me, brother, and I would not be where I am today without you. So thank you for everything. And to all of you, again, Happy New Year. As we jump into this final topic, I want to just challenge everyone real quick to just get loose for just a second. Let's stretch for just a moment. I know we've been sitting here looking at getting some good training, do the YMCA pose if you need to, but listen, we're coming in for a landing, and we got a great topic. In fact, the most important one of all, in my opinion. But if we haven't had the opportunity to meet each other yet, my name is Marshall. I'm out of the Houston, Texas marketplace, and I'm a real estate agent, and I also have a background in banking. And after some layoffs and even some ups and downs in the economy, I quickly realized I needed a plan B. Have any of you come to that conclusion? A plan B would be helpful in a season like this? Well, that was me. So ACN fell into my lap through a good friend of mine a few years back, and it became such a financial blessing for me and my family that, I was so blessed to be able to have options come out of my involvement here, part-time, spare time, where I could walk away from jobs that I hated and be able to travel a little bit more. But aside from the financial blessings, what I really want to thank God for is the fact that I've become so much of a better human being through this company and the personal development. And like Maria said earlier, the friendships that I made are some of the best in my entire life. The ones that I actually want to be around, not the ones that I'm forced to be around, right? Those are the people in this company. So I speak out of gratitude to God for that, for so many reasons that ACN is a big blessing. And we're going to cover the last topic, the most important thing, because here's the thing, JT mentioned about mindset. And you have to understand that all of us get started at the same point. Every single one of us turn on, activate our position, set up our website, all with no customers, no business partners, ground zero. So what separates a business owner with experience like Mr. Jonathan Thomas, or someone who's done tremendous things in real estate like Mr. David Olivares, or maybe a retired educator like Mr. Douglas Wolf, or how about former military like Mr. Jesse Harden? These people are seeing success in this business from all walks of life. What separates the people like them that have had some growth and success here from people that are just getting started? It's our mindset. And that's going to be critical for us to understand, because with your mindset, the most important thing you're going to see here is determining your why. And I'm going to take a moment to talk about that one. But as you determining your why, what that simply means is, why do you want to make more money? Why do you want to do something significant here? Why do you want to join ACN and build some residual income in your life? What we're doing is amazing. Offering services and getting paid off things that everybody uses on the planet. It doesn't get better than that, because we partner with the big boys out there and we do business internationally and we get paid residually. It doesn't get better than that. But why we're doing this business is going to be so critical. So I'll give you some examples. I know some friends of mine here on the line, like you heard from Maria, wanting to be able to, build her tech startup dream. And that takes time and it's difficult. Trust me, I definitely know it's difficult to build something like that. Right? I know some other friends like Mr. Greg Sewell, who was able to put his children through college from the income and proceeds of ACN. That was his why. He wanted to create an income to put his kids through college. I know someone here like Miss Linda, who wants to help an ailing spouse, right? Maybe you want to make more money to support your spouse. Maybe you want to support an ailing parent. Maybe you need to pay off some debt, or maybe it's just been so rocky through this recession that you need to find something to stabilize all of this turbulence. For me, I've got 3 of them. I've got a mom who's a widow who struggles financially. I've got to help take care of mom, right? I've got a wife who's my greatest blessing, who, does incredibly well for herself in her corporate role. But, we're expecting a baby boy soon. And we need to make sure that she has options to be able to decide what she wants to do with her future and ourselves, right? And so those are going to be my 3 reasons why: my mom, my wife, and my future son. God has been great to us, but that pushes me to get up out of the bed out of days that I don't feel like doing something, because I'm not always this excited. Some days I just wake up and I don't feel like doing my hair and getting out of bed, right? I feel like just chilling and relaxing. But those 3 things push me to do things that I really just don't feel comfortable doing or don't want to do, because they're my reason why. And that pushed me through the learning curve. That pushed me through check this out, the emotional roller coaster. That pushed me to think long-term, to know that it doesn't happen overnight. That caused me to be coachable when JT would tell me, Marshall, you got to change this, or you should approach people this way, or maybe you should do this or that, right? The work ethic, it pushed me to become a better person. The commitment, and I never quit, because I wouldn't quit on this business. I would be quitting on my wife. I can't possibly quit on my mom, my wife, my son. I couldn't possibly do that. Right? So it all starts with your why. So for 2023, right now, I want you guys to just take a moment and write down why. Why are you doing this business? Why do you want to make more money? Why do you want to do something? And it should really bring you to an emotional point and make you want to get up and do something more than you've been doing, right? So you'll understand, as you're going to go through this learning curve and emotional roller coaster, it's going to be fun, because all we do here, guys, is we look for the people that are looking for us. We're not here to convince anybody why we're doing this business. I don't have to convince people, especially business people or people who are just happy and open-minded, right? I don't have to convince them how to make money. I'm looking for them and they're looking for us. And that's all we're doing, is we're looking for the people. As we make those phone calls that JT talked about, and we reach out to them to be our customers like Maria talked about, we're just looking for the people who are looking for us to be a part of this, make some money, save some money, both, that sort of thing. I'm not going to convince anybody how blessed we are to do this business. So we're professionals, and we just move on. And remember that a no might not be no forever. Some people, it really just means not right now. In fact, I would argue that's everybody. When they see this, they look at it and say, this makes sense, but the timing just isn't right for me. That's okay. They're not rejecting you. They're not rejecting even the business. They're just saying, not right now for the timing in my life. We just let them know that, hey, no problem. Is there any way I can maybe support, offer you some savings? And if you do me a favor, try my business, or just follow up with them later, right? And so some will, some won't, some wait, some sit back and watch. Somewhere somebody wants this. Someone's praying for an opportunity. And so the best thing about this too, guys, is if you can focus, there's one secret sauce to this business. Even if you suck at everything else, if you struggle with every other part of this business, but get good at promoting events, which is the inviting process for people to see the presentation, or inviting them to a training like this, or inviting them to a major training, you can become a regional vice president. That's the co-founder's words right here on the screen, Mr. Tony Kupas. If you can get good at promoting events, you will be an RVP, right? So what does that look like in our system here? Our system is as simple as, number one, attend a Tuesday training. Hey, let's give ourselves a round of applause. We're here, Tuesday training, first one of the year, 2023, gold star for all of you, right? So welcome back. Now the key is continue to come back and bring more people with you. But the next step after this training is, for those of you that are just getting started, we want to help you reach your first promotion, 5 services that equal at least 10 points. That's a $200 bonus. And we're going to help you set up a private business Zoom, a Zoom call where your leader will do the presentation for you. That'll help you prepare for the next level step, which is a Friday night leadership class that our teams host. And then there's major in-person events that I'm going to talk about here in a second. But first and foremost, let's talk about some exciting events that are coming that we are going to discuss tonight. Number one, this Thursday, to kick off the new year, ACN Corporate is hosting a kickoff event on Thursday, January 5th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific. Take a picture, take a screenshot. This is meant to be an event that you invite your prospects to. So if you're just getting started with us, imagine this. You have a Zoom call tomorrow night with you and your leader, an emergency Zoom, and then you and the people who want to do this with you that you find tomorrow night, you start all inviting for this major event happening on Thursday, right? That's a great way to work with your leader and build your business. And you'll hear from the co-founders, senior executives, and some of the top influencers and leaders this business has ever seen. In addition, those of you who want to become masters of customer acquisition like Miss Maria, this Saturday is our very first advanced customer training. You're going to hear from people who have acquired hundreds of customers personally. That's what's going to happen on Saturday. So if you want to learn how to build a fat residual income just off of getting customers yourself, be here with us Saturday morning, January 7th. Take a picture, take a screenshot, and we look forward to that. But the last events that I want to end with is I want you to see there are some in-person events that are coming. Let me skip through this here. There's an event coming up in Costa Mesa, California, that's coming up in January, where they're literally getting together with the co-founders and top leaders, and they're going to train on some of the most basic practical steps, but in detail, and you're going to learn how to advance your business from the best of the best. That's happening in Costa Mesa, California. So if you're relatively near that area, or you can be flexible enough to get there, that's going to be a great event. That's a regionalized event there in the California marketplace. I know you guys, Miss Charlene and others, Jesse and Jesus, you guys are fired up for this event. It's going to be amazing. But even better than that, we're coming to my home state of Texas in March for the granddaddy of them all, the international event where thousands and thousands of people are going to be flying in, and we're going to be in Fort Worth, Texas in March. This is the event of the year where for 2 straight days, we're going to get poured into from the top leaders, from the top, the executives, the co-founders. You hear the heartbeat of the company. You'll see the direction of where we're going for the year. And most importantly, the camaraderie that you create from this, it's life-changing, trust me. So, if you guys would put in the chat that you're registered, you're going to meet us here in March. We're looking forward to seeing you. And it's going to be not only the question of all of you are coming to this March event. I know you all are leaders and you all want to get a jump start on 2023. So you're all coming. I know that. The question's going to be, how many people are you bringing with you? right? So start preparing yourself and your people for that. And excuse me, to finish off here, guys, this is as simple as 1, 2, 3. You want to go ahead and acquire, especially if you're just getting started, or hey, even if you're getting restarted in the business, treat yourself like you're brand new. Get 5 services right away. Knock out a $200 bonus for yourself, whether you're getting started or restarted, 5 services right away. From there, work with your leader and set up a Zoom presentation for your business, and then let's get you registered for the next event. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it has been our pleasure to serve you this evening. I hope that you found all of this invaluable, took pictures, took notes, you had fun and engaged with us. Next, these next events that are going to be coming up are going to prepare you for some great success this week, the Thursday event, the Saturday training, that we're having. And don't forget to come back to this same channel next Tuesday and just bring more people with you. If you got value out of it and you want to build with us, this is the way to do it. Just bring more people. So we're going to launch right into breakout rooms. Make sure that you chat with your leader so we can talk about some next steps. But God bless you all. Thank you for being here and have a great night. And we'll see you in the breakout rooms. Just go ahead and log on with us. Thank you very much.